All right. So in the next 1 minute, you can start typing your name if you want to be interviewed. I'm sorry, Daniel, Shajak, Mustafa, Mohammed. It's not time yet, so I'm going to start with the people who start typing their name when the exact time. We just want to be fair to everyone because we've agreed on a certain time, so we want to be. So if you type your name, Emmanuel J, before the time, please, we are not going to stick to that. We are going to use those who type their name when the time is up. And we have the first 5 minutes to do that. So if you're new, you're welcome. Please read the page description, the WhatsApp page description. It gives you an idea exactly what we do here. So I'm going to start today with Mohammed Salah because that's the time is up now. So, all right. If you want to be interviewed, you know what to do. You type your name in the chat and we take it from there. So within the first 5 minutes, whilst people are typing their names, if you do have a question, you can put up your hand in the Google Meet, and then you can go ahead with your question. Yeah, Mohammed, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Fred. I just want to ask if I get updated I-20 from the university. Do I need to? I already booked my appointment with the embassy, and I paid the service fee and everything. However, my updated I-20 will include my family members as well. So, do I need to let the embassy know that my I-20 got updated, or just go to the interview with the updated I-20 and my passport, and that's it?
Do you intend to go for the interview with your family?
Yes, I plan.
Did you include them in booking the appointment?
No, because I did not receive their new passports.
Yeah, so the system works a little bit differently. So you scheduled your interview in Abu Dhabi, right?
Yes.
I can only talk about the Ghana system. The Ghana system is such that if you want to go for the interview with whoever you want to go with, you include them in the appointment, which means that you pay for a visa application fee for each applicant, and then there's supposed to be a DS-160 for each of them, and so you're going to put them under you. So I don't know how it's going to work since you have already secured a date, how you could add them, but obviously we can email or call the embassy in Abu Dhabi to ask them, you now want to include your dependents. How can you add them to your application? Do you have to book a separate, interview date for them? But ideally, if you had wanted to include them, you pay for visa application fee for each one of them. You work on a DS-160 for each one of them, but in the appointment portal, you create the portal for yourself, which is who is the main applicant, and then your dependent would have been under you. So you need to call the embassy to find out how you can include your kit in the application.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, when I booked the appointment, there was the option to add dependent, but
exactly.
I did not select that option because
So when you did not select that option, it depends on how the Abu Dhabi system works. So, different countries, even though it's the same thing, is only the DS-160 that is the same. But in terms of appointment portal, the portal looks a little bit different depending on the country. So you need to let them know, and then they will tell you how you'll be able to add your dependents to it. Okay, Godknows. Go ahead with your question, sir.
Okay, my question is on the DS-160. There was this part where they asked me who fund my trip or who pay for my trip. My parents will actually do that, but then they do not have a bank statement. But they have transferred the money that I've put in my bank account. So I don't know if I should write their name and send my bank statement there, or I should just.
You can use Self, and then you now print your statement for the interview.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Let's see who. I also have a question. If you have a question, there's a way you can put up your hand, and then I'll be able to call you. Clement, go ahead, sir. Is it Clement? Okay, I see. Ebenezer Sapon, go ahead, sir.
Yes, Mr. Fred, please, I want to know how old bank statement can you present? I mean, if you printed a bank statement in about 6 months ago, can you use it for your interview?
Yeah, obviously. So the whole thing is that in terms of what bank statement or financial document is supposed to be used, your school actually dictates that. So your school is the one that gives instructions on what financial statement they accept or not. The embassy do not have, the embassy have like rules on how old your picture should be, what category of picture you should use, and all the background stuff like that. But they do not have anything on, how financial statements should look like. So you would have to submit like as as updated as possible. You have to get, you have to make sure your bank statement is as new as possible. If you could print it even a day before your interview, perfect. So they do not have specific instructions on how old your statement should be. So
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, thank
But
you.
when I spoke with the visa officer the other time, she mentioned this range, 3 months, 6 months. It should be absolutely fine, but it should be updated as possible. I jump on someone. Go ahead.
Sir, please, I was given an admission letter that's for spring 2024, but I deferred the course to fall, and later I was given an opportunity to apply for summer, so I did, but I wasn't given an updated admission letter. Going for
No, I need you to restart your question. I lost some part of it.
Okay, so I was admitted, I think in January. That's for spring 2024. So I was issued an admission letter for that, but I deferred the course to fall, and then later the school gave me an opportunity to apply for summer 2024. So I did, but I wasn't issued an admission letter to that effect. So I want to know that in going for the
Oh no, you can ask for it. You can, because obviously they are going to send you updated documents. Maybe skip them, but you're supposed to get. You can't go to the embassy and see that your admission was in this semester, but so you have to get an updated copy. Maybe skip them. So remind them to give you an updated copy.
Yeah, I've written several mails, but it's like the response is not.
Okay, so they have not responded, or they responded and said no.
I think one of them, they said they are working on it.
No, but then you don't have a problem at all. So if they are working on it, then obviously you should. What did you say your name is?
Samuel Champon, please.
Okay, you know Miss Hetty, right? You know Hetty?
Yes.
Have you subscribed to her YouTube channel?
No. Okay.
Can you do me a favor and do that?
Okay.
I appreciate. So before we begin, if you could quickly just check on YouTube and type Miss Hetty and subscribe to her YouTube channel. We are like 48 people here. Hopefully most of you have already subscribed, but if you could push it to 200 before we begin, that would be great. So anybody I'll talk to, I'll ask you first. So please, Mustafa, go ahead with your question.
Good morning, Fred.
Mustafa, salam alaikum. I like the way, I like the way you speak the English. Good morning, Mustafa. Have you subscribed to Miss Hetty's channel?
Yeah, I did that the first day. I think she made us understand.
I'll be refreshing, so please subscribe. I'll be refreshing. I want to see it go up. Go ahead with your question, sir. Okay, we have 152 now.
Yeah, just a quick one. I wanted to ask, like, in the event that you have like two individuals that would be funding your education, like let's say, for my case, I have my sister and I also added personal funds. But given on the DS-160, I believe you can only include one person's name because I've tried to include my name
the
there.
DS-160 asks for entity paying for the trip. It doesn't ask for who is your sponsor. Your sponsor's details appears on your I-20, but when it comes to the DS-160, it only talks about the entity paying for the trip, like who's taking the flight ticket, stuff like that. And obviously, one person is enough to do that. So just put it.
Okay, so ideally, I can put my name there or my sister's.
If you put your name there, it means that you should provide a bank financial statement. You when going to the interview, you should go with your financial statement as well.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Any other questions from anyone? Abubakar Abbas.
Good morning.
Abbas, have you please subscribed to the channel?
Yes, please, I have.
Thank you, sir. Please go ahead.
Please, my question is, let's say on the DS-160, you have been asked who's going to sponsor your trip. You put in a different name, and then your what do you call it? Come again. Your I-20 and your I-22. The person sponsoring you's name is different from.
It means that you carry two financial statements to the embassy: the entity paying for the trip, and then the person sponsoring on your I-20.
Okay, thank you.
Daniel Boam.
Okay, good morning.
Daniel, you know the first question, right?
Come again.
You know the first question I'm going to ask you.
No, please.
Have you please subscribed to Hetty's channel?
Not yet, but then I'll do that.
Okay, can you do that before we answer your question?
Okay.
I would appreciate that. I'm going to refresh. So we have 160.
Can I?
Let me refresh. Okay, we are now 168. Let's go on.
So my elder brother is sponsoring my education. Then he sent a new bank statement yesterday. I don't know
the way you like. Are you in bed? It's just difficult hearing you, bro.
Yeah, I just got up. Yeah, that's why.
Okay, you need to speak up a little bit so we could hear you.
Yeah, so my elder brother is sponsoring my education.
This is what I'm hearing. Your elder brother is sponsoring your education. Is that what you're saying? Hello?
Hello, yeah.
Are you using a headset?
Yes, please.
Okay, then I think you if you take it off and it's not going to disturb, please do, because I'm finding it difficult.
Okay, is it okay now?
Hetty, can you please hear him?
No, I can still hear the feedback, so it's not really clear on my end.
Okay. Daniel, please do something about it and then come back. Is there any other question from anybody? If not, then we can quickly begin. So today we're starting with what we started with. Oh, I lost the names because I think I refreshed. Oh my god. Let me see if I can get it here. The first person was supposed to be who?
Mohammed Salah.
Yeah.
The second time you have written his name.
Mohammed Salah, and then we go to Emmanuel J.
Loveia.
No. Well, Mohammed Salah, then we go to Loveia, Godknows, and then yeah. So that's it. Okay. So Hetty, whenever you're ready, I can also go on if you want me. You're tired.
I am. So maybe you can take like the first person. I'll give comments and I'll take the next person.
Okay, let's do it that way.
Okay, sure.
Did Enoch join us today?
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So the job had people. Yeah. So Mohammed, let me know if you're ready.
I am ready.
How many times have you traveled to the United States?
I traveled one time on 2014 for a tourism purpose.
You already have a pending administrative processing for a different category of visa. Why haven't you set that out and come in for another interview for a different category of visa?
Because I was not asked about it.
How long
I have. Come again?
How long has this been since you went for that interview?
Since January 2024.
So why all of a sudden, since January 2020 what?
2024, this year.
This year. So why all of a sudden your intention to travel has changed?
Because I already started applying for universities even before January, and I did not hear back from the schools until March this year, and then I got admitted to Harvard.
Your government is sponsoring you, right?
The government, yeah, I got the scholarship from the government of UAE.
Okay, so are you under any condition to come back after your studies?
The fellowship, the Emmanuel Leadership Fellowship, there is no contractual obligation to come back to the fellowship, but this fellowship is made to develop the next generation of leaders in my country, in the UAE and the Arab world. So we will come back and develop our countries and get from the knowledge that we gain in Harvard Kennedy School.
Do you currently work in government?
I'm working in a semi-government company. It's owned by the government as a control process engineer in Abu Dhabi National Oil Company.
What's your position?
My position is the control process engineer. I work in one of the biggest oil fields in the world, where I supervise the automation and control of the process plant, and also develop the Emirati locals to be leaders in this sector.
Does it cover your family?
Yeah, I'm going with my wife and 2 children to Harvard Kennedy School because
Mohammed Salah, take your time. Please listen to the question before you answer. Does the fellowship cover the living expenses of your family?
No, it covers only my.
Why are you traveling with them then?
Because I believe the community life in the Harvard Kennedy School provide a good living for not only for the students but for the spouse and the children. And my child, he can enroll to English medium university school, and then he will gain the English language skills. So when he come back to Abu Dhabi, he will have a good English that will enable him to excel in Abu Dhabi schools.
All right, let's end it here. Any comments for Salah?
The first question you asked him about having to be put on administrative review and going for another visa category one, I think the response wasn't clear for me. So I was finding it difficult to wrap my head around it. And I think also the response he gave to the fellowship covering only him and not his family, and so why is he going with them, wasn't really clear as well. So maybe I want to work on that.
Great. We'll move on to the next person. The next person is, let's see. The next person after Salah is Loveia. Loveia.
Hi, Fred.
Oh, okay, sure, Fred. You can go ahead.
Yeah, if you want to handle that.
Okay, sure. Hi, Loveia.
Hi, Hetty.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
How many schools did you apply to?
I applied to three universities: University of San Francisco, Northeastern University, and Illinois Institute of Technology. But then I chose Illinois Institute of Technology because the program is uniquely structured to fit my career aspirations, and also it provides current and future entrepreneurs with the scientific and
What do you
managerial
do at the
skills.
moment?
I am an entrepreneur and the creative director for Loveia Enterprise. I run my own hair business where I oversee the productions, the branding, and the strategic plannings. I have a total of 2 employees and 5 apprentices. I'm also a
What are your plans
co-founder.
after school?
Come again.
What are your plans after school?
After successfully completing my master's degree, I plan on returning back to Ghana to apply the knowledge gained from this program to expand my business by establishing a beauty academy which is embedded in innovative learning experience. I also
So
plan to.
what happens to your business in your absence?
I have 2 employees who are going to still be in operations whilst I'm away, and my elder brother will also take care of management. But I plan to
Do you have
return
any
and come up
funding
with.
from your school?
I have been awarded a 4,666 Chicago Innovation Scholarship. I have also secured an educational loan worth $50,000 from Empower Finance, and I also plan to pay the interest while studying with my personal savings.
So why not use your personal savings to pay your deficit instead of
I
using the
do
loan?
I do not have the total amount to pay it for upfront, but then I'm sure that I will be able to pay it with the personal savings that I have accumulated. Yes,
All right, thank you.
you're welcome.
Any comments for Loveia? Please unmute yourself and speak.
Yes. Lovia, with the loan, do you know the interest that you're going to pay on the 50,000?
Yes, I do.
How much is it?
I'm paying around on the loan disclosure is around $500, but then when I get there, the real amount will be like $270 because they're going to dispense the money per semesters. So I'll pay the interest on the semester basis. That's the amount they will dispense.
So, as a student that you are not going to work, are you sure you can pay $200 every month?
Yes. I have savings for that. And moreover, whilst I'm away, my business is still going to operate. So I'm still going to make other income from here.
That's very good. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right, any other comments? If not, we can move on to the next person. Fred, please, who's the next person?
After Loveia and Godknows, I will go.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay,
Hi, Godknows.
okay.
Hi.
Hi. Why do you want to study in the US?
Please, the question again.
Why do you want to study in the US?
Okay. I want to study in the US because I want to study in the US because of my program, which is in mathematics, algebraic topology, which is not run in Ghana.
What school are you going to?
I'm going to University of Pennsylvania.
And what program?
And a PhD program in mathematics, which is fully funded, and with a concentration in algebraic topology.
What's your academic background?
Okay, I recently completed my undergraduate degree in the University of Ghana, and I'm currently retained as a teaching assistant and a research assistant in the Department of Mathematics.
What's your academic background?
I recently obtained a bachelor degree in mathematics in the University of Ghana.
So you do not have a master's?
No.
So why PhD and not a master's?
Okay, the program is being offered in
in a duration of 5 years, where the master's is also being embedded in it. So it allows those from undergraduate.
Do you know anyone in the US?
No, please.
What's the name of your school again?
University of Pennsylvania.
What's the mascot of your school?
Quonka.
Which county is it located?
Located in the Pennsylvania state.
How did you pay your service fee?
By the help of my DSO, I got in touch with someone in the United States, which enabled me to pay my service fee.
All right, thank you. Any comments for Godknows? Any comments? If you have any comments, please unmute yourself and ask. Please go ahead.
So, Miss Betty, I think he did pretty well. But the first question you asked him, I didn't get. I couldn't wrap my mind around his answer when you asked him why do you want to study in the US.
Any other comments?
Yes.
All right.
So I think he did well, but he should work on the first question, as my brother just said, because mostly the first question is the gate pass. So you want to make sure you give it a very good shot. So, brother, you can improve on the first question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Now, Made, do you have any comments? If not,
So I'm the one
do you
that
have any comments?
that I think I should put off my mic.
Oh, okay. All right. Please, who's the next person?
No, I've made my comment already. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So, Fred, please, do you mind taking the next person so I can get comments? All right.
Yep. Hi, Mustafa. How you
I'm
doing?
doing fine, thank you.
Have you been to the embassy?
Yes,
before?
I've been to the embassy last year, August 3rd.
Why not attending the visa interview in your home country?
Could you say that again, please?
You're from
Yes.
Gambia, right? And you're attending the interview in Senegal. Why not your home country?
Okay, after I've made research on the availability of date, I came to find out that the consulate in Senegal have more available dates than the Gambia. This prompted me to apply to Senegal, as this would also allow me get my interview date on time, as I would be able to focus on my promotional exam, which is a compliance exam, which will be done in the same month of May, on the 20th of May.
Okay, so Mustafa, the simple answer is that there were no available dates in Gambia. That's why you're in Senegal for your interview, right?
Okay.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking, is that the case?
Yes, that's the case.
So all those explanations, what is it for? Okay, I'm going to ask the question again. Why not attend the visa interview in your home country?
Okay, there were not much available date in my home country, which prompted me to apply to Senegal.
Look, as simple as that, bro.
Okay.
What has changed?
Okay, during my last visit at the consulate here, my program was the deficit of my program was totally going to be catered for by my sister, but I now have strong personal savings of $5,000, of which I will be assisting myself on my living expenses. And as well, I have a significant difference in the way I present myself last year and this time around. I believe I am fully ready to tackle up all the questions that will come my way in order to be able to earn this visa, which would prompt me to go to the US and achieve an MBA in finance, coming back to my country and using this knowledge to impact the country in a positive way.
All right, let's end it here. Any comments from my brother?
Impact the country in positive way. You need to be more specific.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think, bro, you've been there before, so your confidence level should be much higher. And sometimes when you wind around answering a simple question, you make it difficult. So you have to take an exam, stuff like that, which was a bit unrelated to the question you're asking. So once the question is asked, you answer that, and if you have time, then you can add other things to it, because the main point was what was left out. All right, Mr. Richard,
Yes, Mr. Fred.
what is your current family size?
We have 5, please.
Do you know their date of birth?
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
The firstborn is 8 years now, and he was born on 26 April 2016. The second one is 3rd May 2018, and the last one is on the 9th of November 2021.
So you have 4 kids or 3 kids?
3 kids.
And so you said you have a family of 5.
Add to my wife, myself and my wife.
Mm-hmm. So what's the date of birth?
My wife is 26 April 1988.
Kids' academic level at the moment?
One is grade 2, one is grade 1, and the last one is in nursery.
How old is she?
It's 2 years now.
Have you traveled with them before?
No. Because of my duties at work and family responsibility, I've not had the opportunity to travel.
So your wife is already in the United States?
Yes.
So it means that you could have used an interview waiver. Why not?
I intended to use B1, B2 to enable me to travel to the US to bond with her for some time, and after that we'll come back to Ghana.
No, I know the purpose is okay, but why didn't you?
Because I wanted us to go and come back to Ghana.
Take your time. Is that Richard? But what's your question? Your wife is already in the US. You could have used an interview waiver option to get your visa. Why didn't you do that?
Because I didn't know that process.
How have you been parenting your kids since your wife left?
For 1 year now and some months.
Mr. Richard, but what's your question me? How have you been parenting your kids since your wife left?
I've been taking care of them with a house help who has been helping me in the house.
How challenging has that been?
It has been very difficult, but we are trying our best.
What's the difference when your wife was around and when she left? What has been the difference in parenting your kids?
They miss their mom since their mom is away from them, and sometimes they always complain why their mom is not around, and they miss her so much.
Is it not too early since your wife left for you to make such an expensive trip of taking care of 4 people, taking the travel expenses of 4 people?
Yes, but my children are going through a lot emotionally, and it's affecting their education. I always engage their teachers about these things, and they always tell me that they miss their mom emotionally, and it's disturbing their studies. That's why I want to go with them and bond with their mother for some time, and after that we'll come back to Ghana.
So FaceTiming and other mediums of video conferencing has been useful since she left for your communication, right?
Yes.
Which means they see her almost every day.
Yes, but it's different from them seeing their mom physical.
How different?
With the video calls and those stuff, they always talk to her but they want to feel their mom. They want to have a very bonding, like a physical bonding with her.
Let's end it here. Any comments from Mr. Richard?
I don't know, but it looks like most of the responses were um unprepared. Let me put it that way. Yes, and some of the questions you were not responding to them, so Fred had to keep asking you to take your time and listen to the question.
Okay.
Because a question like you could have gone for the interview waiver option. So why didn't you go with that? I feel like your response wasn't what was expected. And
Okay.
then yes, the response you gave to how it has been for you in terms of raising your kids in the absence of your wife is not really encouraging.
Okay.
Like because it's more or less sounds like she's left the bedding on you to go study abroad and she's left all the kids all by herself to take care of them. And when you said that by the help of your house help, but you are managing, it's not easy. It's been very difficult, but you're managing. So you
Okay.
might want to check certain statements and utterances. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Beneza.
Yes, so Mr. Rich, as Miss Hetty just said, make sure you listen because even Mr. Alfred is just one of us. If I say one of us, I mean the uh, accent that he speaks. So the counselor may not get the same accent. So you might want to just relax and take your time and then listen to the question before you answer. And then also, the more you hit on the fact that the kids needs to see their mom, the more you hit on it, to make it look like then if you go and you bond with them, you know, you're not, well, you may not be wanting to come back with them. So don't paint that picture because as Miss Hetty said, when you were asked how you have been able to take care of them in the absence of their mom, you made it look like it's though it has not been easy, but the picture that you painted was not really encouraging. So please, in as much as you want the counselors to understand you and then give you the opportunity, don't emphasize on that to also make it look like when you go, you're not going to come back. So that's what I think.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Benjamin.
So I think that maybe you should when the question was asked about the kids missing their parents, I mean those kind of things, maybe you should go on the lines of, let's say, my partner is a significant part of our family and we are we have a close knit family, something like that. So even watching the kids watching her or seeing her on video calls even makes them want to see her physically even more. So maybe
No,
those are
repeat,
some things that
repeat
you could look at.
that.
You could look like just like
Benjamin, repeat that. I think Mr. Richie
okay.
would have to pay attention to that. No,
So I'm
Benjamin,
thinking,
repeat that.
yeah. So I'm thinking that he could say something like maybe his family is a close knit family. Okay, so
It's
close knit families are usually
what?
physically.
Is that his family is
Say
what?
again,
You
like they
use
are
a
close
certain word.
knit. That means that, yeah. So I want to say that their bond is strong. You understand me? So they have a strong physical bond. So hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, bro.
Yes. So I was saying that I am of the opinion that maybe you could say that they have a strong physical bond, the whole family. So
Okay.
the fact that the kids are even seeing the mother online makes them want to like see her, touch her, and then like they don't understand. So maybe the opportunity to go there to bond with them could ease the emotional pressure on himself and then meet the kids most importantly. Maybe something on the lines. This is my opinion though.
Okay, I agree with you.
Thank
Matthew,
you.
Matthew, please.
Yes, just a quick one. Just as this recent guy was saying, I feel like he should find something to say that is very catchy. That even when the VO listens to him, he or she gets to side along with him. You understand? So maybe some story that will actually make the VO believe that, yeah, I need to give this guy the visa for them to go and really bond, instead of just saying we want to just bond, we want to just bond. Like something that will draw the VO into the conversation as well.
Nana
He
Steve,
will feel it. Yeah.
yeah, Nana Steve is the next person. So we'll move on. Mr. Reggie, was there any question you found it hard to answer today?
No, please.
Okay.
Just that I was not expecting the questions.
This is Fred, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Hetty, whenever you're ready, we can go with
All
this.
right. Nana Steve. Hi. Is he here? Nana Steve. I think you're having like some network issues. Fred, please, who's the next person?
The next
It's
person.
next. Baraka.
No, Baraka is not next. Baraka, relax. Oswald. He's the next person.
Oh, okay. Please, the next person, Oswald.
Yeah, Eti. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Have you been to the embassy before?
No, this is my first time.
Have you traveled outside your home country before?
No, ma'am. This will be my first time if my visa is granted.
What program are you going to study in what school?
I'm going to pursue 2-year Master of Arts in Special Education and Teaching at the
Why
University
this
of.
program?
I chose this program because the course curriculum aligns with my dream and aspiration of becoming a special need educator and a coordinator at my current place of work, where I can implement individual educational programs to help students with learning disability to know how to read, write, and work simple arithmetic.
What are your plans after school?
After a successful completion of my program, I'll come back to Ghana to secure a high position at my current place of work as a special need educator and coordinator to implement individualized educational programs to help students with learning disabilities to be able to read, write, and solve simple arithmetic equations, and also
What's
to
the
advocate.
mascot of your school?
Charlie Coyote,
What's the name of your school?
University of South Dakota.
Do you have any funding?
No, I don't have any funding.
So how are you going to sponsor your education in the US?
Having worked for 14 years, I've been able to save 14,000 US dollars for my education, and I've been able to also build 9 stores which I've rented out to people. That also gives me an annual income of 6,000 US dollars. Apart from that, my elder brother, who has been my primary sponsor, who supports my education, is in the person of CB Edumata. He works at CB Edumata companies and he imports heavy automobile and automobile equipment
All
from.
right. Thank you. Any comments for Oswak? Any comments for him? So the last question about your funding. If you do not have any funding, you can just go ahead and start by saying how you're going to fund your education. Okay.
Okay.
Any other comments? Alright, let's move on to the next person. Nana Steve, are you back? All right. I think Nana Steve is not back. Fred, please, the next person.
So the next person is supposed to be Baraka.
Hi, Baraka.
Hi, Hetty.
Why are you here?
I'm here to be interviewed for an F1 visa that will enable me to travel to the United States of America. to pursue an MSc in project management at Northeastern University, Boston.
Why this program?
I chose project management because I always feel fulfilled whenever I'm able to complete projects. There's this kind of satisfaction I get in completing projects, and I've always viewed project
Tell me
management
about
as
your school.
Northeastern University is a private university based in Boston and was established in 1898. The school's motto is light, trust, and courage. The colors of the school are red and black. And
Do you know
the,
anybody in the US?
yes, my immediate senior brother is a resident physician in the US. However, I also have family back home here that I'll be looking forward to join once I'm done with my course.
How are you funding your education?
I have a merit scholarship of $3,888, and the rest of my deficit is going to be funded by an Empower loan. I plan
How
on
did
paying.
you pay your service fee?
My brother did it for me since he's based in the US.
So why is your brother not sponsoring you? And why did you have to go for a loan?
My brother has immediate commitment that will not be able to allow him to sponsor me currently.
Are you
That's
married?
Yes, please. I'm married, and my husband is based in Ghana here.
Are you traveling with him?
He has no immediate intention of joining me, but later in my course of study, he may visit me.
All right, thank you. Any comments for Baraka?
Hello. Yeah,
Any
Miss Baraka.
comments?
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. When you asked her about the founding, I think you mentioned of the Empower loan. Always we advise to give a way you settle the loan. But I think she did not add that part, so you should keep in mind.
All right. Any other comments
And
for him?
and also, I think my network. I lost my network, so I think after I'm the one supposed to be interviewed before her.
Sure. Any other
Okay.
comments?
Yes. Miss Baraka, please, I want to know, do you have any kids?
No,
Okay. But what do you do now?
I'm an accounts officer, and I also work as an assistant project coordinator with an NGO called Generation Support.
So do you have a study leave or something?
Yes, I have documents from where I'm working as an accounts officer to show that I'm going on a study.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Any other comments?
I think
Benjamin, do you have
mine
any
has to,
comments?
yeah, mine has to do with the please. It's so internalized as Africans and as Ghanaians. So even when we are constantly told we should end please, we keep saying it like unintentionally. So we should just be mindful. This goes for all of us.
Any other comments? If not, Fred, please, the next person. And if you can take Steve, Nana Steve.
Yeah.
Hi, Steve. Let me know whenever you're ready.
Yes, please. I'm ready.
Is this your first time applying for a visa?
Yes, this is my first time.
Who assisted you in your applications?
Yeah, I have a friend who 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 have gone through the same process, so he guided me to
There was a
apply.
section in the DS-160 that asked if somebody assisted you. You selected no. Why?
I selected yes. That is that I stated yes.
You selected yes that somebody assisted you.
Yes, please. Yeah.
What is the name of this individual?
He's Jan Kobina. He's a close friend of mine.
So you were supposed to indicate that in the DS-160. Did you do that?
Yes, I did it.
What are you going to study?
I'm going to study Bachelor of Science in nursing
How old are you?
at Grand Valley State. I'm 26 years.
So at a bachelor's degree level, you do not need assistance to complete a DS-160. It's meant for illiterate who are unable to work on the application themselves. Do you think this qualifies you as a genuine student?
Yes. Yeah, because this is my first time and I don't know the system much. So I decided to seek for an assistant.
Perfect. How much of scholarship were you awarded?
I'm awarded with a merit-based scholarship of $6,192.
Is this
And the
per,
remain, please pardon me.
is this per semester or per year?
It's renewable, so yearly.
What's the capital of Michigan?
Allendale City.
How far is it from your university?
Well, I can't tell for now because I have not make a search on that.
What is Michigan known for?
Yeah, I know Michigan is one of the coolest place in the US.
Your time and answer the question. We are not in a rush. Just make it a conversational. What do you know about Michigan?
I know Michigan is closer to Canada and is also part of one of the coolest states in the USA.
All right, let's end it here. Any comments for Steve? Steve, the capital of Michigan is not Allendale. Your school is located in Allendale, but the capital of Michigan is not Allendale. So please check that. Any comments for Steve? Do you have a comment for Steve?
No, I was just gonna say that the meeting ends in 7 minutes. So I don't know if you want to share another link before like it ends.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. So Steve, you have to improve on a lot of things, right? What was the first question I asked you?
I think you asked like how did I fail my DS-160? Did I get someone to assist me or I did it myself?
Yeah, so if you're going for a bachelor's degree, you shouldn't, and I'm sure you selected that you did not get assistance. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you selected that you've not gotten assistance, you've submitted, you've gone there, they've asked you and you said no, you got assistance. Then, you're contradicting yourself. Once, there are some answers to a question that there is no specific yes or no answer to it. But when you have done something in your documentations, in your DS1 stuff like that, and then you contradict yourself, you are giving them a clue not to believe you because technically you are lying because you submitted the thing already. Why then? Just that you were not expecting such questions. I understand. Anyway.
Yeah. For your question, I don't know. Anytime I see you, my heart begins to jump.
Don't let your heart begin to be. We are all here just to help you go through it. It's not to scare you or anything like that. So, all right. So we do
But
have.
just to add it up, Stevie, I hope that you'll be jotting down these questions because don't have a specific question in mind, and this goes to all of us. The question it can come from any aspect, so just take your time and then jot these things down because we've all realized that anytime Mr. Fred takes the interview, he is able to punch us. So just don't let that affect you in your next questions. Okay, so just take your time and jot them down and then make sure you work on it. Thank you, Mr. Fred.
Thank you.
I think I should send a link because it's just 4 minutes, and the next person is going to be Edward And then we'll go to, let me take a screenshot so that I don't forget this. So Edward, Emmanuel, Seth, Daniel, Matthew, Livingston, Benjamin, Abubakar, and then we'll move on to Clement as well. All right, so I'm sending in a new link so we can quickly join and continue from there.
I applied to 4 schools. I was accepted in 3 and waitlisted on 1. Purdue University, University of Minnesota, Twin Cities, University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and then University of Massachusetts.
What program
Amherst.
are you going to study?
I'm going to study a PhD in nursing with emphasis in geriatric nursing and nursing education.
What are your plans after school?
I intend to come back home and then take up a managerial position to enable me continue in my field of research and then education.
What is the mascot of your school?
The mascot is a Boilermaker.
Which county is it located?
It's located in Indiana, but specifically West Lafayette.
How did you hear about this school?
During my master's program, I was introduced to resources from Purdue University. That's a Purdue online writing lab. And that got me interested in the school. I started researching about them and I identified that they had a PhD program in nursing. So I decided to apply to the school to be
What's your
able to.
academic background?
I have a master's in nursing alongside a BSc in nursing.
What do you do at the moment?
I'm currently a health tutor at a health training institution where I teach and then conduct research and then mentor students, nursing students.
All right, thank you. Any comments for Edward?
Edward, I'm presenting my screen. Can you see?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so that's the answer to the question Hetty asked about the county in which the university is located. The county is more or less like the municipality or the district or the metropolitan. So West
Okay.
Lafayette is the city, Indiana is the state, and this is the name of the county. I don't know how to pronounce it. How would you pronounce it?
Tippecanoe County.
Yeah, so that's it.
All right, thank you.
Any other comments? All right, Fred, please, we can move on to the next person.
Right. So the next person is supposed to be just a minute. Okay. So the next person after Edward is Emmanuel Ajay.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Kindly introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Emmanuel J. Kati. Um, a bachelor graduate, a bachelor of art in business administration from the University of Professional Studies.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Make it very conversational as possible. You're a bit tense. Please don't be tense.
Okay, so my name is J. Kati Emmanuel, and I have a bachelor in business administration from the University of Professional Studies, and applying to pursue my master's in project management at the Northeast University, Portland, Maine.
Why Maine?
Because I've been in contact with Professor Jason Mitchell and Professor Audrey Brown for some time now, and their research work aligned with my career goals. So study under them is
Take your time. So Maine is a state, right? So just like me asking you, which region are you in Ghana now?
Greater Accra.
Okay, so why Greater Accra region? So you talk about the region, right? Can we start? Can we take that question again? Because you have totally deviated.
Okay, sure.
Is this your first time being interviewed here?
No, not at all.
Please relax. It's a conversation. Take your time. Let's take it one step at a time, right? Like relax, like you're talking to a friend. Just free your mind. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Great. Why Maine?
Main because that is where the school I wanted to pursue my master's in is located.
Are you aware of the weather conditions in Maine?
Yes, I'm aware of the weather condition. That's
how prepared for that?
Well, because I'm aware of the weather condition, I'm ready to adapt to the weather changes.
We don't adapt to weather changes. It's extremely cold. You are from a humid region. Have you ever traveled outside the country before?
No, this is my first.
The answer to those questions is say, "Obepe jacket and pullover kesi." So the be our besha, obetime wanto na yeah. Unkasa obe adapt. What you say?
Okay, well noted.
Okay, so what do you know about the US prior to applying to the university?
Okay, so I know they have a curricula that help not only to learn the theoretical aspects of especially my course, project management, but also the physical, the practical aspects.
Emmanuel, na dia only maintain you can do better. Then na unim efa Ghana ho ansa na wo apply to school in Ghana. That's
okay. So
okay, let's end it here. Any comments for Emmanuel? Eben, go ahead.
Yeah. So, brother Emmanuel, I think, I see that the most of the questions were not questions that you were expecting. So this time, Fred took it to a different level. So you might want to look at there and then also relax. You see, the most important thing is to understand and the question. So please, let's all take our time and then listen to the question before we make an attempt. If it's a question when you are not expecting, it becomes a little bit surprise to you. And so, but this is an opportunity for all of us that we have to make some improvements. So, Emmanuel, I believe you can improve. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Any other comments from my brother? Mauto. Okay. No, I don't think so. Okay. If there are no comments, we move on. The next person is supposed to be. I don't know why my phone is treating me like this today. The next person is supposed to be Seth Apple. Seth, are you ready? Hello, Seth. Are you ready? Okay, Seth is not here, so we talk to Daniel Boama. Hi, Daniel. Okay. Daniel is not here.
Hello, I'm here, please.
Okay. Daniel, how are you doing today?
Very well, sir.
Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from Ghana, Kumasi to be precise.
Daniel, what interview no here?
Accra.
Into Accra. And you be South. Where are you coming from? I say I'm coming from Ghana.
Yes. That's why I said.
Yes. What do you want to relax? See, I'm paying so much. With my paying so much, right? Okay. Are you ready? When you're ready, let me know.
I'm ready.
Walk me through your application process to this university.
So I got to know Tiffin University when I was doing internet searching for that offer a Bachelor of Business Administration in Finance. So I did internet searching, then got in contact with one of the professors department.
What are you going to study?
I'm going to study Masters in Finance
and
at the Tiffin.
And which state is this university located?
Hello? Oh, sorry. It's located in Ohio, Tiffin.
Which part of Ohio?
Tiffin.
Right. How far is the capital from Tiffin?
When I did my internet
What's the
searches,
capital of Ohio in the first place?
Columbus.
How far is it from Tiffin?
It's an hour drive from Tiffin.
How do you plan to get to campus once your visa is approved today?
So my DSO, I got in contact with my DSO.
Who is a DSO?
My designated school official.
Okay, go ahead. And what's the person's name?
Abelov.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'll take a flight from Kotoka. Upon my arrival, Abelov will take me to hall of residence at the Tiffin University.
Daniel, are you using a headset? You have to speak up a little bit.
Yes, please.
Why a private university?
So I realized from their website that they have passionate staffs with wonderful student support. They offer scholarship to ease studying with them. They have modern technologies that offer opportunities for practical learning. That is why I chose this university.
Great. Let's end it here. Any comments from my brother? Seth, you have a question? No, you have a comment for my brother. Go ahead.
My microphone was falling, and then I fixed it now.
So it's not a comment for the person we just interviewed?
No, I was
Come back to Seth,
okay.
No, Ebenezer, go ahead.
Yeah, so Mr. Daniel, right? The person who was just interviewed.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. We should all know that in as much as Mr. Fred is trying to make us relax, but during the interview day, you have barely 2-3 minutes to talk. So even though we are advised not to rush, but then you don't also sound as if you are not really prepared. When you were asked that, how are you going to get to the United States? So you know your get to your school when your visa is approved. You know your DSO, you know the name, and you know the arrangement that you've made. You don't wait for the VO to ask you what's the name, what is no. Just go straight away. I've made an arrangement with the DSO who is in the person of Mr. So and so. So upon arrival, there is an arrangement for me, a car to pick me up, or like there's a bus to take all the students to the school, like something like that. Okay, you don't wait for the person to ask you this and ask you this, because they have about maximum time of about 5 minutes to make their decision. So if they think that they are not really convinced, or you don't really know what you are talking about, or you may not get the opportunity to be asked this and this and that. So when you get a question that you know you have already prepared for, when it comes, give it a very good good hit, sorry, so that you can get some scores, That's what I think.
All right, McDaniels, are you here? Hi, Mark. Hello, McDaniel.
Yeah, please, I'm here.
No, I'm talking to another person. You're not the one. No, okay. Adonai, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm of the view that it got to a time he was very boring, and he was not having some of the questions at his fingertips, and he need to speed up. And I'm sure that it's as a result of not constantly practicing.
Sure.
Because he got to a time it's like he's sleeping, and sometimes the view, if you are boring, they will just cut you and move to the next person because they are huge people who will become. So I think some of the questions, some of these basic questions should be at his fingertips. Just the mention of the question, or you are ready to answer, you are ready to answer, unless there's a difficult question which you need to think within 10 seconds. That if you are going to be relaxed like this, I'm sorry, it's going to be very difficult for you. Thank you.
So this is from an experienced person who has been to the embassy before.
Okay.
The next person is supposed to be set up, right?
Yes, set up.
Okay. Just wanted to know if McDonald's, are you here? Okay, I don't think so. All right.
Hi, Fred. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I thought you were asking if I was here. I got a call, that's why.
No problem. I told someone else to join. McDaniels, I thought he has joined.
Oh, okay.
All right, Seth, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Will this be your first time traveling?
No, this is not my first time traveling. I'm currently in London. I've also traveled to the US.
What category of visa brought you to the United States?
A B1, B2, business visitor visa.
What is your current status in the UK?
I'm a resident. I'm currently a resident in the UK.
It means you're a citizen?
No, I'm not a citizen. I'm just residing in the UK.
What brought
I'm a
you
resident.
from country to the UK?
I came as a student, and after I was graduated, I got a skilled worker visa, so I stayed on. That's how come I'm
What
a
was the
resident.
purpose of your initial travel to the United States?
I went to the US to visit for sightseeing, and I also went to visit my brother.
So you have relatives in the US. You do not currently reside in your home country. What establishes ties with your home country?
My parents are in my home country, Ghana. I've got my cousins and my siblings in Ghana, and I think a lot of my people are also back in Ghana. So
University are you going to?
I'm going to the Ohio State University.
Let's talk about Ohio State. How did you hear about the university?
Okay, so it happened when I was doing my master's at Tisa University. I came across a
What are you going
journal. What?
What are you going to study?
I'm going to study. I'm going for my PhD in chemical engineering.
Does your brother reside in Columbus?
No, my brother is in South Dakota.
Did he influence your decision to apply to a school in the United States?
No.
Why should be approved?
Excuse me, I didn't hear that.
Why should this visa be approved?
I believe if you approve my visa, it is going to help me get my PhD in the US and then head back to my home country to pursue my long objective of becoming a professor at the Department of
in the UK.
What?
How long have you lived in the UK?
I've lived in the UK so far for 2 years.
Have you been back to your home country before?
Yeah, I went to my home country once.
Why didn't you attend the visa in your home country?
I feel like once I'm here, it's going to be very expensive getting a plane back to my country to attend a visa interview in my home country.
How long would your program be?
It is approximately for 6 years.
Which other states surround Ohio?
Okay, so there's Chicago, there's
Relax. Which other states surrounds Ohio?
Other states?
Yes.
I believe there's I think there's Chicago, there's there's Florida.
Take your time. Okay, which other regions surround Ashanti region? That's what I'm saying. That is a typical question. Anyway, let's end it here. Any comments for Seth? Ebenezer, go ahead.
Yes. So this is a question for you rather, because like I want to know that anytime we are asked maybe which other states are closer to where you are going or which county, is it always advisable to say it, or even if you don't know, like, and then if you don't know, how do you like go about it? Because I've seen that a lot of us fumble.
In an exams, if you score 90, it's an A. 85 is an A. And I'm glad you asked this question. This is a very intelligent one. Nobody should make it look as if, if you don't know something, it's a big deal. I loved it when I came to the US and then I go to class. The professor asked something and then somebody said, I don't know. Like, just you don't not knowing does not mean you are dumb, or does not mean that your visa will be denied. It's there are questions. Even the visa, they don't know everything. You get it? So we don't let us make it look as if we are supposed to 100% get every question correct. No, it doesn't work like that. But in instances where you are lying, or you you tell something which is untrue, right? So like I asked them, my other brother, what's the capital of Michigan? Saying you don't know is okay, rather than saying that it's a different place and it's not true. Do you get it? Like, confidently lying is not the best. So it's okay if you get 80 out of 100 of the questions, 100% of the questions, and then maybe 70 out of all of them be A. So you don't have to necessarily know everything. You can't know everything.
Okay, thank you.
So I said I asked about other states. So I don't know if I can quickly push this here. Let's see. I'm going to show you something. So this is like the map of, can everybody see my screen? If you can see, can you?
We can still see just the YouTube page.
No, I can't see.
Let me see if I can do something about it. Okay, let's see. Can you see now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So you are going to, you're going to Ohio, and this is Ohio, right? Anyway, this thing is showing my location too. I don't know why it's doing that. So you're going to Ohio, and then there's Indiana surrounding Ohio. There's Kentucky surrounding Ohio. There's West Virginia. There's Pennsylvania, which surrounds Ohio. There is also Michigan. So which other states surround? That was the question I was asking. This thing is showing my location. Anyway.
Oh, okay. To be very frank with you, I was really caught off guard with that question.
That's absolutely fine. Let's move on to the next question.
But please, before that, I want to know that the history of he pursuing studies in the UK and staying there after the studies. He didn't go back to his country. Is it going to affect him, or does it have a tendency of affecting him?
Yeah, so that's the good thing about the US visa applications, that you don't only submit your documents. Yeah, you are given an opportunity to be there, to redeem yourself, and to be able to answer questions which your documents are unable to speak for. So it's all about questions, notwithstanding. So I have a whole WhatsApp page for people who applied for visa in a different country. So I had a lot of friends from China, Belgium, UK as well, who applied directly from the UK to get here. So the idea is to be able to present your case such that even though you've lived in a different country, you still have good home ties. And that's why he mentioned his family. He has visited Ghana since he went to the UK. You have that opportunity to be able to redeem and explain yourself why you've lived in the UK, straight coming to the US, and still be able to prove home ties to your home country. So affect, yes, it could be positively, it could affect him positively. That's it.
Okay, then I think my brother should work on how, because I remember when you asked him why he stayed there, I don't know the reason that he gave, but it wasn't much convincing. So if you can make your story look like there was a need, even though maybe you plan to come back to your home country, but then there was a need you to stay there, and then but later on, because you needed to come back to your home country to see your family, you came back and then you went back, so that it doesn't make it, so that the view will be more convinced that you're not going to stay in the US.
Okay, we'll move on to the next person. The next person is supposed to be.
Yeah, I think I'm the next person.
Yeah, Matthew.
Hello.
Hi, Matthew. Have you traveled
Hi.
outside Ghana before?
No, please, I haven't.
What do you do at the moment?
Currently, I am the administrator of Osamed Green Ghana, Osamed Green Solutions Limited, which is a family business. And some of my duties are to oversee the operational duties, schedules duties, and then maintain the organizational efficiency. I am also a founder of
How many
the
schools did you
company.
apply to?
The network is really bad. Can you please repeat that?
How many schools did you apply to?
I applied to three universities, namely South California University, Indiana Western University, and Anna Maria College, which I was admitted to.
So why should your visa be approved?
I seek this visa to study a master's degree in business administration and management, with my goal of enhancing my knowledge and skills in the business field and return back to my home country to occupy a more challenging role as a managing director in our family business, as promised by my mom, who is the CEO.
Do you know anyone in the US?
No clue. Aside my designated school official,
Have,
who is in the name of John Hammer.
have you traveled outside Ghana before?
No, please.
What's the mascot of your school?
I'm cat.
How are you funding your education?
My mom, who is in the name of Mary Alodo, is funding my education. She is a veterinary doctor, the CEO of our family business, Summit Green Solutions Limited, and also the real estate owner with 24 acres of land in Accra. She's funding my education so I can return back to Ghana and occupy a more challenging role as the managing director of the Summit Green Solutions Limited, which is our family business.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any comments for Matthew? Any comments? All right, the next person. Hi,
Yeah,
Fred.
after Matthew, the next person is supposed to be Livingston.
Hi, Livingston.
If it's not ready, we go to Benjamin.
Hi, Benjamin.
Hello,
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm also doing okay. Why not take this program in your home country?
So the University of Wisconsin Madison is has a very high level genetics maize genetics laboratories. In fact, they also have the maize sequencing platform, which is one of the most advanced laboratories for maize genetics in the world.
What do you do at the moment?
I'm a research assistant at the University of Ghana, the West Africa Center for Crop Improvement, where I research. I develop high yielding and nutrient, um, high yielding and then drought tolerant maize varieties for the people of Ghana.
So why do you want to study in the US?
So the US is known for high quality education. Also, I have been in some online programs with the University of Michigan and Iowa State University in relation to maize breeding, and the content they presented was very, very good. So I am confident that I would have similar experience in the University of Wisconsin Madison.
Do you have any funding from your school?
Yes, so I was awarded a generous graduate research assistant of $44,280 for the study of this program. I'm confident that this funding will help me to gain specific skills and knowledge in maize genetics so that when I return to Ghana, I can continue my research assistantship and also help me to run my NGO, which is called Spark STEM Foundation, which it is science, technology, engineering, mathematics to kids in rural Africa.
All right, thank you. Any comments for Benjamin?
Yeah. So, Benjamin, I like the way you responded to most of the questions. I believe you were well prepared. So just keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments?
Yeah, I think is it last but one question you asked him, and he made mention of the US is known for. I think that part, which is the A part, should be off, so that he will be mentioning that he had online classes with these people and what he got from them. He's convinced that yes, they will give him the best of tuition that he requires for whatever he wants. So if he will eliminate the US is known for best schools, everybody knows that one already. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Any other comments, or Fred, if you can move to the next person?
Yeah, I think we are done for today. These are the people who typed their name.
Please, I wasn't interviewed.
Okay.
Abbas.
Oh, what's your name?
Abbas.
Can
Clement.
Can you please do me a favor and read the page description? I appreciate your cooperation, sir. All right. So we pick questions. If you do have a question, and if you're new on the platform, this is how it goes. Please take your time, read the page description so that you understand exactly what we do when we join the session. If you have a question, you can put up your hand, and then we'll be addressing them. When we are done, then we close for the day. Before I answer your question, please make sure you subscribe to Miss Hetty's channel. Very important. Seth, you have a question, or it was a mistake in this app? Okay. Also for Stina, go ahead with your question. Please go ahead with your question.
No, I typed the question a long time ago when I was having problems with my.
Baraka, please go on with your question.
Okay, so my interview is on the 17th of April. However, school starts on the 8th, and on the 8th of April, and I got a late arrival letter from the school, which I'll be taking along to the embassy. I want to find out if it will be necessary for me to print out, let's say, the courses that I've already registered and add it to my documentation when going to the embassy.
Any other to carry that could make your case for you? That'd be
Hello?
perfect. Yeah, any other document you could carry to the interview that will make your case for you perfect. Please carry them.
Okay. Thank you.
Augustine.
Yes, Fred. I want to know if it is okay to live a distance of 80 miles to your school as an international student.
A distance of what?
82 miles
To
to
leave
your
out
school.
like to
Like, let's say
like
you don't want to stay in the hostel, but where you are going to reside in the US, the
no,
distance from your
that's
residence.
where you actually, which university did you graduate from?
Okay. Where am I going? You mean?
No, where which university your previous academic qualification, like which university did you graduate from?
Okay. Sierra Leone Jala University.
So imagine living 82 miles. Don't you think you'll be in even another country?
Yeah, this is what I discovered because first of all, I want to thank you for the interview you did with Akim. I tried it and I submitted the application. I was admitted the next day with a scholarship. So I want to thank you for that. So that has made me to even change now the school that I was previously pursuing. So when I checked, because I have a relative in North Carolina,
No,
when
82
I
miles is too much. And as international student, I don't know the transportation. Sometimes you could get a train in maybe California, Massachusetts, not Carolina. I don't think Carolina. I don't think so. 82 miles would be hectic, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Even if you're driving, like I don't know how many hours it's going to be to drive 82 miles away.
Yeah,
Bro,
when I checked, it's 1 hour, 5 minutes, but they have different routes.
it's not advisable.
Okay.
Benjamin, go ahead with your question, sir.
Yeah, Fred. On my I-20, my program start date is on 22nd August 2024 and ends at 7th May 2027. But my program too is 2 years. So it seems it's on the I-20 is 3 years. So filling the DS 160.
Please stick
Then
on the I-20.
please say.
Kindly stick to the information on the I-20.
So I should write 3 years. That's on the I-20. The DS 160.
Adonna, please go ahead. Abdul, please go on. Okay, Abdul is not ready. Esther, go ahead.
Okay, Fred, please. Mine is not a question, but a contribution to all of us, a suggestion.
Right.
Please, to all
Yeah, so it's not only with the system. We assist with a but Charlie, obiane ne lie, like obiane the way and you must see what man. Until the fact say, there's a friend who went for the interview and he didn't get approved. Maybe he had the same situation, and on no Phyllis said, because of full funding, you should also get full in order to get up. No, this thing doesn't work like that. The our sister BTR the other time told us that there was a guy who went there with full funding and was still refused. So if you talk to people about this process, again, it's not even everybody you're supposed to discuss this whole